Yo, what is going on, you cactus hugging card bank? The other day on the stream, I opened up some Brilliant Stars product that Pokemon hooked me up with. So huge shout out to them for hooking me up with the Brilliant Stars product, an ETB and a booster box of Brilliant Stars. Super nice of them to be working with content creators these days. So I opened those up on the stream the other day, and I answered a bunch of questions from you guys from the Twitter and the YouTube, and then live during the stream on twitch.tv/AzulGG. I stream every day except Tuesdays. The second link in the description. Give it a click. Give it a follow. And I thought I would share that box opening / AMA here with you guys over on the YouTube channel. So before we get there, though, I did want to let you guys know that if you are looking for Brilliant Stars cards, you're going to buy some Brilliant Stars cards, Full Grip has started their pre-orders, and it'll be the first link in the description. Go check that out over there if you need any Brilliant Stars cards. And with that said, let's go ahead, let's get into the video, see what I pulled, and see what we talked about during the stream. All right, so let's get into it. I think we'll start with the booster box. I think it makes the most sense. And then we'll get into the what's it called. And yeah, remember, if you guys have any questions, use the channel points. I appreciate that prime sub there. C Torres, welcome to the Rat Pack, my dude. We are all out of grapes. We got plenty of onions. The first question is from VLG Soto. Thoughts on Quagnag? So this has been a hotly debated topic in the Pokemon community, even after the deck has rotated. Still a hotly debated topic of, is it Quagnag or is it Nag-Quag? Now, I'm of the mindset that it is, in fact, Nag-Quag. Because you nag first and then you quag. You don't quag and then you nag. You know what I'm saying? You nag first, because you got to get the energy in play first, and then you move the energy around. Now, the argument on the other side is that it is Quag Nag, because Quag is the main attacker. You don't really attack with Nag at all. But I'm pretty sure it's Nag Quag. That's the first. I've heard way more people call it Nag Quag than Quag Nag. And the first time, oh, we got one of the cards. We got one of the V-Star markers. These are actually pretty clean. I mean, they're nothing super special. It's still like a card, but like it is like it's a clean look on the front. I actually like these a lot. I mean, that's probably what I'll use until I find something a lot cooler. What is the pack trick again? Is it 3 or 4? Would have been 4 with that, but I took that out first. Appreciate the 20 months there, Jake. Electivire. The next question I got is, do I miss American Dad? I mean, Andrew's a homie for sure. I'm not gonna lie, I don't miss living in the house with Andrew. Of course, he's very loud when he streams and so on, so it was a cool experience for a little while, but yeah, definitely look forward to hanging out with him in the future at Pokemon events. I mean, one of the regionals in Indiana, so I'm sure I'll see Andrew there, but I'm not gonna lie, living with Andrew is not the most enjoyable of experiences. It's not like terrible, but it's like you know, it's like one of those things where it's like, I'm not gonna go seek out to live with Andrew again. And I'm sure oh, let's go Full Art Honchkrow V, our first hit. And by the way, I will be giving away all of any like full art or gold trainers or supporters I get, because I only play minimum rarity IRL, so I'm gonna be giving away all of those, all the full art supporters and trainers and stuff. Like this Honchkrow V I'll probably keep. I don't know, maybe at the end I'll give this away as well, to be honest, because I was also thinking about like all the V's that I don't want. I might just give them all away together. Okay, next question from Delac. Do you want to join the KDR Unite team for the regional this Saturday? If you guys truly don't already have 5, then I'll play. I'm a little rusty, so we'd have to get me back into shape. I'll play though. I'm not sure if you're being serious or not, Locke, but I'll play. Is there really a regional this Saturday? I'll definitely play. Much for that Guardy. Oh, the Guardy Gugats. I still have to send that to you, don't I? Yeah, I completely forgot. Yo, Barrel, let's go, bro. It's gonna be a pretty big game changer, I think, for a lot of decks. With the Industrious Incisors, once on your turn, you may draw cards until you have 5 in your hand. That's a pretty good draw engine. It's exactly like the what's it called? Artillery, of course, which is a pretty good card as well. Yeah, if you're being serious, Locke, I'll actually play. I don't know if you're being serious or not, though. Will Soda ever get unbanned? Yes, eventually. I knew there's gonna be some troll questions coming in, so I have to. Did you kiss the homies goodnight when you were living with AD? Of course. Hollywood, do you have any chase cards? Do I like own any chase cards, or do I have any chase cards to pull from here? I mean, chase cards for me, if we're talking about from this set, would be just like playable Vs, to be honest. Playable Vs. Well, if you said no, then we'll have Sack on the team as well, but it's actually happening. So if I said yes, like I did, and it's actually happening, does that mean I'm actually playing now, or are we? Also, the energies, the new energies are actually also super sick. I might try and use these. I'm gonna need a lot of them, but the new energies are super sick. Ace Roll's Premonition. Your opponent reveals their hand and you draw cards for each trainer card you find there. Not great. It's okay. Friends in... Oh, Galler. It's just literally draw 3. The Hop's literally in the picture. Hop, who is also a draw 3 supporter, is literally in the picture. And okay, another V, Mimikyu V. Bro, I was hyping this card up so much when it first dropped. I was like, that's the ability's broken, the attack's good as a comeback attack. Like, this card is gonna be nutty. I thought this card was gonna be super good, or like at least played. It was not played at all. I guess I'm wrong. A lot of times I am wrong on predicting cards. Maybe I'm just not good at predicting if cards are gonna be good or bad, to be honest. Yeah, so chase cards for me from this set. It's just playable Vs, to be honest. Playable Vs. Charizard asks, what state would you make everyone forget about? I mean, pretty much, I mean, anyone can have any state they want, to be honest. Like, if you like a state, you like a state. I don't know if I, like, have anyone forget it. Maybe Jersey, bro. It's, like, that way we can't, that way if we forget about Jersey, we won't have regionals there. Jersey's, dude, driving through Jersey, it does smell, bro. There is, like, an odor to being in Jersey, bro. At least like the highway I would drive through when I would go through Jersey. Where would I be driving through Jersey? Like to get to Philadelphia. Yeah, sometimes I would go to Jersey to, what's it called? Go for like tournaments. There was like there used to be these things called city marathons where it'd be like a lot of tournaments in a row. So I went to the Jersey Marathon one time. The Jersey Marathon. So it was like 4 city championships in the span of like it started on Thursday and went to Sunday, so it was like 4 in a row. Maybe it was 5 even. It might have been Wednesday, but I went 1 year. It was a ton of fun, but it was in Jersey. So if we could forget about Jersey, so no tournaments are ever held in Jersey again, we'll go with that though. I guess we'd go with that. What state would you make everyone forget about? Jersey. Sumi, or this is from Atrocious. Sumi or Chizuru in Rent a Girlfriend. Sumi or Chizuru? Let's go with Chizuru. And is that our rare? That is our rare. We do need moths though. I think you'll play like one of these in the Wormadam deck. I actually think Wormadam could be good. We'll see. Stacking bulk. Really have AD jumping through his door. I'm not sure what that is referring to. Gugats, how much for that Guardy? I have to unpack the Guardy, Gugats, and then I will send it to you. I have to unpack the Guardy. I don't know where it is, but as soon I have to actually started unpacking. Like my shelf behind me is still a mess, but I'm like working on making it better. It's a process. Question from Slap. What was the last dream I had? The last dream I had. I don't know. I don't remember. I feel like I don't remember my dreams. Pot helmet. If the Pokemon card is attached to you, doesn't have a rule box, it takes 30 less damage from attacks your opponent's from your opponent's Pokemon. V and GX. Oh, it's just saying V and GX have a rule box, etc. I feel like I don't remember my dreams very often. I feel like I don't remember my dreams very often because I can't remember the last dream I actually had, and I don't remember. Like maybe I remember. Maybe I like wake up remembering my dream like once. I don't know, once every. I don't know, not very often. I don't remember my dreams very often. Can't remember the last one I remembered though, to be honest. Sorry, Slap. From Danny Altavilla, would you rather fight an orangutan with a sword once a year or a chicken every time you get in your car? So are we like fighting to the death? Like what is the how long is the fight? What are we fighting to? Do I have to just like get through the chicken to get into my car? Like it's just standing between my car and me and it tries to like peck me and stuff. Like what is the, how long do I have to actually like kill it? Or do I have to like do the death in every scenario? An orangutan with a sword. Does the orangutan have the sword or do I have the sword? Fight an orangutan with a sword. Am I fighting it with a sword or does it have a sword while it's fighting me? Who has the sword in this scenario? Or do we both have swords? I think I would choose the chicken. I think there's a chance that I actually die against the orangutan. You both have a sword? All right, so I think I think I'm gonna go with the chicken because I think there's actually a chance I would die to the orangutan. So I'd have to fight the chicken then. Where are all these chickens coming from, bro? Like eventually they would run out of chicken, right? I feel like eventually the chickens are done and we wouldn't have to worry about it. Ruby with that lively fruit, prevent all effects of attacks from your opponent's Pokemon done to this Pokemon. Straight up bodying Dragapult. Oh, is that one of the character arts? That is, right? The character art. Oh, this is actually kind of sick. Yo, these are cool cards. I haven't really seen them yet. I just know they exist. That's actually kind of sick. That's actually kind of sick there. Not as good as a non-holo one. Oh, I thought there was a V behind there, to be honest. Breloom rare. Yeah, that's actually kind of sick. I actually like that. Where I'm putting my arm here. Sharon's Care, put one of your colorless Pokemon in all. Oh, this is basically the Acerola, but only for colorless Pokemon. That has any damage cards. Yes, it's Acerola for only colorless Pokemon. There's a collapsed stadium, limiting people's bench to 4. Another Mothim as the rare, or the holo, and then the rare is the Golurk. Yeah, so I think I'd fight the chicken every time there. J-Car, where'd the whole rat thing start from and why? It was a combination of me just calling everything rats, and then K-Tron requested the rat video. And K-Tron requested the rat video. And then one time, and then it just kind of took off from there, to be honest. That was basically it. Actually not considered a hit. Is that considered a hit? Should I take that out of there? You guys seem adamant about considering it a hit, so we'll put them there. That's basically where the rats came from. It's kind of grown into what it is today. JJP TCG preferred sleeve color. I don't really have one. What is it when like the colors are like a little bit Color? What is like the term for that? But I generally like that as like not matte. No, not matte. Like when they're just like, maybe matte is the right. I don't think matte's the right word. When we got the Garchomp, probably not gonna be very good. The ability is very good. When you place Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you prevent all damage from and effects of attacks done to this Pokemon until the end of your opponent's next turn. So the ability is really good, but water fighting to discard the top 2 cards of your deck is not very good. Pastel. I think pastel is what I'm thinking of, where the colors are like a little bit more. I don't even know. The Haluch is the Energy XL I was looking for. Oh, is it? Let me read it. Attach up to 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile to 1. Yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for. Yeah, exactly. So you maybe run that with Raichu V. Pastel is brighter colors? Okay, then that's probably not it. I don't know the correct term for it. Not muted. I know that's a term. I think Easter colors, that's a pastel color. Okay, then something like that. Yeah, I don't know, something like that, I think. I don't really have a favorite color of, or prefer. I don't have a preferred sleeve color. It's more so, I just like to switch it up depending on what. I definitely like to switch it up, so I don't like run it using one color the whole time because it gets kind of boring. It just makes everything seem fresher if you just use, if you use different colored sleeves. All right, double turbo energy provides 2 colorless energy, but you do 20 less damage. We got the Kindler. I think this card is terrible. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck and put any. Oh, it's any 2. You should discard a fire energy to do it though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Kindler is no good. That's actually better than I thought. I thought it was only 1 card. So GD Flash. Your opponent has exactly 1 prize card remaining. The attack does 60 more damage, and your opponent's active is now confused. So that's not very good. Custom sleeves with a picture of yourself on them. If you can't use that, you can't use those in tournament. Okay, Lipard, gonna be good in Eternatus, but will Eternatus be good? I think is the better question. It'll be good in Eternatus, but I don't know if Eternatus will be any good. Favorite Ultra Beast? I mean, it's got to be Buzzwole. Going to any tournaments outside the U.S.? I'll probably be going to Frankfurt. I'll probably be going to Frankfurt, the international, but I don't think anything else besides that. Another V-Star token. I wonder how many of these you actually get per box, because you only really need 1. I wonder how many of those they give you per box. Okay, well, on top, there we go. First Magma Basin. Need some of these for Entei. But yeah, probably Frankfurt, but I probably won't be going to anything besides Frankfurt. Okay, another V hit, Flagon. This card actually hits really hard, but it's grass fighting colorless is the energy cost, but then it does 320 damage if it's a V max. You discard 3 energy from this Pokemon. So this thing actually hits insanely hard, but setting it up is definitely a problem with 4 energy, double fighting, grass colorless. I don't know. I mean, if you could make it work, it would be kind of insane, to be honest. If you can somehow make it work, that would be definitely insane. Because you one-hit KO everything. Yeah, so probably Frankfurt. I don't know about any other... What's it called? No, Liverpool. Yeah, it'd be hard for me to go to a region, just to like try and make the move to go to a regional. Maybe, I don't know, maybe next year I'll go to like less American regionals, try and go to some more international regionals. We'll see. Cynthia's Ambition. Draw until you have 5 cards in your hand. If any of your Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn, you have you may draw until you have 8 cards in your hand. I think this card could be okay. I don't know what kind of deck you play it in. I think there is some viability there. From Admiral Meeseeks, any tips on pre-release tournaments? Going to my first one this weekend. There's no real tips for a pre-release tournament. Like, just try and get the best, what's it called, starter deck. That's like the only thing I can offer is the tip: get the best starter deck. For sure, because they get like what, there's 4 different ones. One of them's usually better than the others. Tropius and Alchemy with the additional order. As long as this Pokemon is here in your active spot, your turn does not end when you use Cafe Master. What does Cafe Master do? Is it any good? Yeah, pre-release is just go and have fun. There's no tips or tricks or anything. Just yeah, go and have fun. Just go and have fun. You appreciate the 500 bits there, J-Car. Thank you, my dude. Always appreciate the support. Thanks a ton. Make friends at pre-release. There we go. Polymerization knows what's up. Yeah, just go and have fun. Especially if it's like your first. You said going to your first one, right? So just go and have fun. Good starting point. I haven't done anything like a pre-release or gone to like League or anything in a while myself, but if you're just getting in the door for competitive Pokemon, that's definitely a good spot to start for sure. Bob McDougal, are you going to as many events as possible, or are you going to only going to go to some? I'm going to go to probably all the regionals, especially now that Florida's canceled. I was debating not going to one of the East Coast regionals, but now that Florida's canceled, there's only one to go to, so I'll probably go to every single regional. I'll probably go to every event this year besides regionals outside of North America. I don't think I'm going to go to any regionals outside of North America, but besides that, I'll go to everything in North America and Worlds, which will be in London, of course. So I'm going to go to everything besides regionals outside of North America. I think is going to be the plan. Perry Melbourne, if you could remove any card from the current meta, what would it be? A Mew VMAX or Genesect or something, like whatever would be the best thing to remove. So probably Genesect, to be honest, and just leave Mew VMAX. That way you can play Mew VMAX still, but it's not like ridiculous. And I'm sure it would still be pretty good, especially now once we get the double turbo energy. I'm pretty sure that will be some kind of viability there. If you don't have Genesect, I'm pretty sure you could do something with double turbo energy for sure. Ingy or nah from Irish sometimes. Am I coming to Salt Lake City for regionals? If so, dinner's on me when you go. Yes, I will be going to Salt Lake City regionals. I booked my flight the other day, actually. So I will be there in about a month now. Favorite and least favorite thing about coast life? I mean, my favorite thing is living by the water. I guess my least favorite thing is how much more expensive it is. But it's not always more expensive, like living on the coast. California is just more expensive. So I guess to California specifically, but living on the coast isn't always just like more expensive no matter what. But living by the water is definitely my favorite thing about living on the coast. They have not opened registration yet. I don't think so. Marnie's part. Attach a basic energy from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. Not terrible. It's better than Bead, I think, but probably still not great. Yeah, better than Bead, but that's not saying much, to be honest. It's not hard to be better than Bead. Callum, any plans to go to any no European regionals, no plans. I guess it could happen. I wouldn't be surprised if I showed up at a European regional, but no plans. Snaky Shanty, does X deck remind you of Zappies? Why is there an obsession with Zappies? You appreciate the 713 sub there. TH Gaming got the Empoleon. This guy might be playable with the emergency surfacing once on your turn. If this Pokemon is in your discard pile and you have no cards in your hand, you may put this Pokemon onto your bench if you do draw 3 cards. So there's like some potential viability there for the Empoleon, to be honest. The Empoleon's kind of cool. See how cool. No deck reminds me of Zappies. If any deck reminds anyone of Zappies, they should stop reminding themselves of Zappies. From Senior Doom, favorite fast food breakfast and why is it Wendy's? Favorite fast food breakfast. Question. I can't think of what was the last like fast food, or the what's it called from McDonald's are pretty good actually. What is it called where like the chicken, is it the McGriddle? The McGriddle's kind of good. I'm not gonna lie, the McGriddle's kind of good. I would say make the McGriddle then. So McDonald's. I don't really have that. I don't think I've had Wendy's breakfast, so I think we're gonna go with the McGriddle. The best thing from any fast food place to get though is definitely They're potato things. They're hash browns. The hash browns is always like the best thing to get. But the McGriddles, McGiggles, the McGriddles are pretty good. Chicken McGriddle. I've enjoyed those, yeah. Any preferred Arceus builds so far? Nope, not yet. From Loader, will you build the most optimal Leon Zard list for Brilliant Stars once Brilliant Stars releases on TCGO? I will attempt to. Whether or not it's the most optimal, who knows? But I'm going to attempt to make the most optimal one. I definitely think Leon Zard gains a ton from the new set, so like it becomes way better. From Swagsy, do you have any weird talents outside of Pokemon? Not really. The only other thing that I've like put a lot of time into besides outside of Pokemon is just video games, so I guess you could say that, but I don't think that's weird. Weird talents. I mean, I'm pretty good at being able to like if something breaks, it doesn't really matter what it is, unless I'm like physically unable to fix it. I can pretty easily fix anything. I'm not by myself. Like I usually have to like look up a YouTube video, but like I'm not one of those people who like looks up a YouTube video and then still can't fix something. I don't know how many of the people there are. Like if I look up a YouTube video on how to fix something, then I can basically just fix the thing. As long as it's something like I can fix. If I don't need like some big piece of machinery to fix whatever it is, like something with my car or something, like I can basically, if you can look it up in a YouTube video to fix it, then I can fix it after I look up the YouTube video. But I don't know if that's that special or not. Oh, we got the Eevee. One more. Oh, we got a V and the Eevee. We got the Eevee character art. They've done character arts before, right? Like they had the wishy-washy and stuff. And then we got the Granbull V. He looks so mad for some reason. Chomp, 30+10 for each damage counter on this Pokemon. And then Bull Dash 190 and does 32 itself. Granbull V. Breakfast tacos eagle S here. I mean, there's a lot of like stuff. I mean, you put eggs and bacon in pretty much most things, it's gonna be pretty good. J. Rue, will IRL play returning? Do you have any plans for content like vlogs or that? I do have some plans for stuff like that. We'll see how much of it I actually do. But yes, Salt Lake City's coming up, so I'm gonna be trying to do some of it with Salt Lake City when it comes around for sure. We'll see how much I actually end up doing it with the first regionals. Maybe it'll take a regional or two for me to get down everything I want to do, but I'm gonna try. I'm definitely gonna try. When would you be able to play the new cards on TCGO? We can be able to play the new cards next Thursday. I will be at Vancouver. Yes, Evan. Tardis, would you rather live in a zombie apocalypse and your only weapon is a shovel, or a world full of Terminators and your only weapon is a hammer, but you can only steal one of their weapons and you have to kill to get more ammo and can't use any other weapon but the one you stole? I don't know. Why is my only weapon a shovel in the zombie? Can't I find other stuff in the zombie apocalypse world, or no? Am I limited to just that shovel? I can't ever have anything else. I'd probably do the zombie apocalypse with a shovel, because Terminators, I don't think I'm gonna be able to kill any Terminators. Those guys are pretty tough. Yeah, I would probably go with the zombie apocalypse, because I think I'll fare way better off in that scenario. Mimikyu V got a reprint. Why? Because yeah, we did get the I saw someone mention it in chat, we did get the VMAX. From Corcho, you have a free ship to a regionals after winning the Players Cup, right? A free trip to a regionals after winning the Players Cup. No. That was what they were doing, but instead they just gave the Players Cup players money. Just give us money. From Soto, last time I played Halo was probably about a week ago. I haven't played that recently, to be honest. Any preferred Arceus builds so far? Nope, no preferred Arceus builds yet. I don't really test before the cards come out. I just think it's a waste. So from Forerunner, are you good at basketball? No, I've never actually played basketball. Oh, that's a good one, the choice belt. I've never actually played basketball before. Like, I've never like even like a pickup game on a court. I've like shot the ball a couple times, but I've never actually played basketball. Oh, the Simisear, bro, he's got to be trash, bro. Bursting power. You may attach 2 basic energy cards from your hand to your Pokemon any way you like. Flare juggling, 90+30 for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. We've got a lot of Vs. We've got a decent amount of Vs so far. All right, we're halfway through. Right, was that the first pack of the... That might have been the first pack of the left side there. That might have been. Yeah, not good at basketball. You know, appreciate the 6-month resub there. Savage, coming to Akron next week. No, I will not be at the full grip. I will not be at the full grip tournaments next week. Is this set dog water besides Arceus, Trainers, and Manaphy? I mean, I think Entei's good. I think Entei is good for sure. But I think you, but like, I think Entei's good, but I think besides that, but the trainers and like the Manaphy have such a big impact on the format in general. I don't think it's like a bad thing. I don't think it's like a bad thing that is all that we that is all that is good, because I think they'll have a big enough impact. I don't think we need a bunch of high impact, you know, V stars and V maxes, whatever. What do you think? What'd you call him?
Pimp chicken.
Pimp chicken? Well, I said this is Pimp Chicken, the Honchro. The only character art you like? Oh, the only card that I got is cool so far apparently is the Eevee. That's what Lorelai said. All the others are trash. All right. Well, we still gotta have a box, so hopefully we pull something that's not trash. New Ultra Ball. I think it's the first one I pulled of that. Yeah, I think the set. I don't think you're wrong, Grant, with that with that statement. I don't think you're wrong, but I also think that's like fine, because like the trainers and stuff have such a big impact on like older decks. Oh, there we go.
Oh shit!
What?
That's awesome.
Wait, why is it in this slot?
Because it's from the Japanese specialty set, so it's basically the same as like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that a good pull?
Yeah, that is. Oh.
Lorelai said it was a good pull.
You guys are weird and don't like pretty cards.
Well, no, a lot of the chat does. I'm different. Like a lot of people in chat, I have favorite cards and they like cards like this. I'm not. I more just care about like playable cards personally, but chat's a big fan of cards in general.
You know what's up, chat?
New research. Just card draw 7. But yeah, so back to your, I think basically Arceus, Entei, and then the trainer cards. I guess a Shaman V-Star could have a slight impact on some decks, but probably not a huge impact on the format overall. But I think that's also fine, because like the cards we're getting are going to have such a big impact. I think Wormadam could be good as well. We have to wait and see for sure, but I think Wormadam has potential. But I think that's fine that is the only good cards from the set. It's just the trainer cards, Manaphy, and then, you know, the Arceus, and then Entei, because like the trainer cards and the Manaphy will have such a big impact on so many other decks in the format in general. I think we're gonna have a pretty impactful set. So save the other good V stars for you know, next couple sets, and keep the high impact cards spread out throughout the rest of the sets as much as possible. All right, Roseanne's back up. People are hyping up this card a little bit. I think this card sucks though. Shuffle a Pokemon from your discard pile into your deck. Shuffle a Pokemon tool card from your discard pile into your deck. Shuffle choose one or more. Shuffle a Stadium card from your discard pile into your deck. Shuffle an Energy card from your discard pile into your deck. So you can get special energy back. That's like the biggest deal with the card, but I still think it's not. I don't think it's very good.
This is the only box he's ever gonna get to open, you guys. I'm gonna open 10,000 boxes. Not that this doesn't mean I don't want to open a pack.
Do you want to open a pack?
I will. I'll probably pull the fire like last time.
All right, go ahead.
We've done it, chat. We've taken over. Yes. Rat Queen takeover. I don't think Azul was doing the pack trick, so I'm not going to either. Oh, you were? Oh. Oh. Right there? Okay. What? Hey, what's up, Ninja? Arceus V-Star? What is the best card in the set? Arceus? So they implanted in the packs V-Star cards, kind of like GX markers, because everybody at tournaments said they didn't have GX markers, so now you do. Now you do. You can never again say, well, I don't have one. The Manaphy is good? Okay, well, you got one of those. I didn't do the pack trick for that one. Well, apparently, I have lost all my magic. Hulk is the best cards in the set. How do we meet? Can't hear me.
Yeah, they can't hear you. I mean, I've made it. I've showed up on Lorelai's stream now and then. Not very often. Ugh. All right, where were we? Slap. What is one place you would like to travel, and what would you like to do there? I can't think of like any place. Like somewhere like Iceland or Greenland would be kind of cool. I think that's the kind of the places I'm thinking about, with like the big, like open, like freaking grassy hills. Is that like I can like picture it in my head, but I don't know if it's like Iceland or Greenland is the place I'm thinking about. I think it is something like that. I mean, I kind of want to travel everywhere, to be honest. Who knows if I'll be able to achieve that, but I would like to be able to travel like literally everywhere. Iceland is amazing. Been a few times. Yeah, something like that sounds pretty sick. Lucario. I want to try this guy out as well. This guy seems like pretty cool as well. We'll see though. Especially turn, you may put 2 damage counters on this Pokemon. If you do, search your deck for a fighting energy and attach to this Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. And then Aura Sphere, Volley, 10 plus 60 for each energy you discarded. Or discard all fighting energy, 10 plus 60 for each card you discarded in that way. You could theoretically like one-hit KO stuff. And of course, like Arceus is weak to fighting as well, I guess. Chip, why is a pizza a circle then cut into triangles but delivered in a square? Or I've heard that before. Chip definitely stole that from someone. I don't know. It's convenience, I guess. Like that's the best way to cook a pizza is in a circle. The best way to cut it is into triangles, and the best way to deliver it is in a circle or in a square box. If you did a circle box, and all your pizzas would have to be perfect. You def told me that. It was maybe you I've definitely heard that before. It was maybe you. Did you come up? Is that a Chip original? I don't know if that's a Chip original. I feel like you definitely stole that from someone. Trainer stolen content chimp. Chip. Trainer stolen content chip. That's what I'm saying. All right, we do have a V here. There's a V under this clay doll. Oh, there we go. Arceus V. Definitely need some of those. Miscut?
Every card is miscut.
Wait, actually? Are all the V's miscut?
I mean, they're not very well centered.
In this set specifically, or just in general?
Just in general.
Oh, okay, yeah. These are off. I thought it was more. I thought there was like maybe another card coming in here because this is pretty thick on the right side.
No, if there's another card, there'll be there's like a dot.
Mm-hmm.
We've been calling the cards that are really miscut school e-reader cards.
You've been calling them new school e-reader cards? Yeah. The really miscut cards?
Yeah, new school e-readers.
From Zion, what is your favorite sport to watch? Definitely basketball. I don't watch regular season sports of any kind because I feel like it's kind of pointless to watch regular season sports. They're not very entertaining, and like the players aren't trying as hard and everything. Like there's nothing on the line. But playoff basketball is definitely my favorite sport to watch. Like the last couple of years, I've been watching like not every single game, but pretty close to every single game. Oh, new boss's orders. I've been watching close to every single game. Not every single game though. From Bailout Rich, likelihood of Worlds taking place in August? Yes, no. I mean, I think if regionals are happening, then the answer is yes. It's just gonna happen. Like, I assume, like if regionals are gonna happen, like if Salt Lake City actually starts, actually even before Salt Lake City, I think the Australian regional actually happens first. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure the European, not the European, I think the European regional is the weekend after Salt Lake City, but the Australian regional actually happens the week before Salt Lake City. I mean, if that fires, then I think the rest of them are going to fire, and then besides Florida being canceled, I think the rest of the regionals will happen, and then that means Worlds will also probably happen for sure. Favorite basketball player? I mean, I like watching I just like watching like players like I guess Trae Young would be my favorite if I had to pick someone. Or LaMelo. I just like watching like certain players play, like the way they play. Are you going to have any more online tournament qualifiers? If so, when? Yes, I'll be doing another tournament. What's it called? I'll be doing another tournament series for the subs. A couple weeks after the release of Brilliant Stars. But the info for that will be out later. I don't have any like set dates or anything. Could Credent memory capsule Cherent care control be a thing? I have no idea what that is, but maybe. I have no idea what that is there, Frank. How did me and Lorelai meet? At a Pokemon tournament. If you could pick one card to reprint into current standard, what would it be and why? N. So there's a lot more depth to the game and having a lot more comeback potential and late game control instead of just like kind of being ahead and then scrambling to like try and make your opponent whiff or try and get back ahead. So I would say N or Reset Stamp, to be honest. Like if they felt like Reset Stamp was a better reprint than N, then that's fine. But just Reset Stamp or N. I don't care what they would print as long as they printed one of them. Be a card I'd reprint, because I think I don't know, I feel like it's pretty universal. Like everyone, like for the most part, it seems like most people agree that for every format that had N or Reset Stamp or Team Rocket's Admin, which is a better format than one without. What's the upcharge on Lorelai's stream for me to get Azul to open my pack? He gets way more excited. Upcharge on Lorelai's stream for me to get. I mean, if you really want me to open your pack, Chip, I'll open your pack, bro.
You just have to convince him.
You just tell me. So Lorelai, whose idea was it to get the sandwich panini machine? It was mine.
it's always him.
Lorelai hasn't even used it yet. Have you?
No.
No, she hasn't even used it. From Loader, what's your favorite basketball team? I don't think I really have a favorite. Oh, basketball team? I don't think basketball. For some reason I thought you said baseball, and then I read basketball, but still thought you said baseball. Yeah, I don't think you'll appreciate that raid there, lucky boy. I don't think I really have a favorite basketball team. I just like watching good games. So if the game's like, I like literally every single game in last season's playoffs, I was just rooting for it to go to overtime, to be honest. I was just like, all right, I hope this goes to overtime, because it's just hype, man. Just watching overtime, like the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Nets when they went to overtime off of well, I mean, Durant almost won them the game, but then it wasn't a 3, it was a 2 because it was on the line or whatever, and then they went to overtime. Like that shit's just super hype. So I don't really have a favorite team who I'm like rooting to win. I just want to see overtime games, to be honest. That's what I'm rooting for every time. It's just overtime. From Doom, who would be a better Pokemon player, Benjamin Franklin or Hulk Hogan? Sheesh. I mean, probably Benjamin Franklin, but to be honest, I don't know. Oh, another character art.
Oh, that's a cool one.
And then a Heatran. There's
Eevee
Awakening.
box.
Yeah, a lot of EVs so far, right? It's a pretty cool one too. The character arts are pretty sick. Like when I saw the first one, like the Octillery, I was like, oh, that's actually, because I hadn't seen any of them yet. Yeah, let's see, our favorite basketball players. I mean, what I say earlier, LaMelo, Trae Young. I just like watching that stuff. I don't know. I feel like they don't play completely the same, but I feel like they both have like similar, like I like watching those kind of players play. I'm trying to think of like other players that I enjoy watching play. Another V-Star token. I have like too many of those now.
I want to make sure you have.
Yeah, but the energy are super cool too. I just want more of the energies. They could have given us a couple less V-Star cards. Trying to think of other basketball players that I enjoy watching play. I mean, LeBron James is like, just watching LeBron James is always sick. When he actually like, you know, goes off. I feel like sometimes he plays a little sluggish. But yeah. I hate watching. There's players that I also hate watching play though too, like Harden. Harden is unenjoyable to watch. Anyone who like is all about calling the ref a little bit too much. I mean, they all do it. Everyone's always calling the ref, hitting up the ref, but anyone who does it more so than like there's people who definitely do it more. Generally not a huge fan. Oh, what's his name is super sick too. What's his name? You said Jokic, and for some reason it reminded me of him. He's on the Dallas team. I don't even remember the name of the Dallas team right now. Or the Texas team. I think it's Dallas. What is his name? Luka. Yeah, Luka. Luka Doncic is insane, man. He's so clutch. It's actually absurd. Yeah, the Mavericks. Doncic. Super clutch player. What is the best cheese to eat raw with a knife? Straight out of the fridge from polymerization? I mean, it's not raw. What do you mean raw? Just because you don't put cheese with something doesn't mean it's raw. Like, cooking cheese, I don't think makes it unraw. But I know what you're saying. Best cheese to eat raw out of the fridge? I don't know. I can't think of like cheese. The last time I ate cheese raw out of the fridge, I always have cheese with something. I can't really think of what. Do I eat cookie dough? Yes. I've never actually tried. Has anyone in chat ever tried like the edible cookie dough? The cookie dough that's like, it's cookie dough, but it's like made so you can eat it. It doesn't have like raw eggs in it or whatever. I've eaten raw cookie dough that you're not supposed to eat.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
It draws 3. Wait, there's multiple draw 3 cards in this set? So there's a berry that draws 3, and there's Galare Friends that also says draw 3. There's I didn't know there was multiple draw 3 cards in this set. What the heck?
Wait, huh? Berry is freaking annoying.
That's insane. The best cheese. I don't know the best cheese. Revenge. Have I ever thought about playing Escape? The game looks fun. I think I have it downloaded as well. Revenge. I'd be down to try it out for sure. To be honest, I've never played it, but it definitely looks fun. And then from Bailout Rich, basketball from the 80s, 90s versus today. I mean, I didn't really watch basketball back then, to be honest. I watched the most information I have on basketball back then is I watched the Jordan documentary. I forget what it was. Yeah, see, this is the other card that just says draw 3. So there's this and Barry that both say draw 3. So I watched that. I forget what the name of the documentary was actually off the top of my head now. And it gave me some idea. But Zamazenta V. Regal Stance. Once on your turn, you may discard your hand and draw 5 cards. If you use this ability, your turn ends. This card could be okay, I guess. I don't know if it'll be good though. It could be all right. Yeah, I'd probably be down Revenge to play at some point. Yeah, I don't really know. I didn't watch basketball back then in the 80s, 90s. I mean, the one thing that I feel like everyone says, The Last Dance. Yeah, The Last Dance. The one thing I feel like everyone says is that it was a lot more. The game was more physical back then, for sure. Everyone says that. That's what's like the one constant I hear. Everyone's like, cleansing gloves, 30 more damage to psychic Pokemon. The game was a lot more physical back then, but. Did I have a manicure before the pack opening today, Bailout? No, I did not. Although I've never had a manicure before, but to be honest, I would definitely want to try it. It sounds like it'd be, I don't know, just feel good, you know what I'm saying? Never had a manicure before though, no. Definitely did not have one before this. Your favorite NCAA B-ball tournament moment in recent history? I don't have one, Slap. I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing. Wormadam to close it out. The Wormadams are rares? All right, let's take a look at our hits out of the box before we move on to the ETB. I don't really count that as a hit. These aren't really hits. Let's see what we got. Man, the box was a little weak, but we have time to redeem ourselves with the the ETB. Yeah, the box was a little weak. And I did say I would give away like all my, like the full arts or gold trainers that I got. I said I would give away, but I don't think anyone wants full art Barry. So I don't know about that. Yeah. I don't know if we're going to do any kind of giveaways. We'll see.
Probably would like the EVs.
EVs? Yeah, we could give away the character rares or something like that. All right, let's dig into this ETB. Who's the best mod for AzulGG's channel, and why is it Dillinzer from Dillinzer? You know what? I'm not gonna lie, Dillinzer. It's probably you, bro. You put in the most work for sure. So we'll give it. I'm gonna give it to Dillinzer. Dillinzer is mod of the month, or mod of the last 3 months. I don't know, when did I mod Dillinzer? Give Dillinzer the mod of the month for February. Where were you when Kevin snapped his leg in the... I have no idea. I probably saw the clip for that too, but I have no idea what that... To be honest, who that is, or that the fact that they snapped their leg. It is shiny, yeah.
It's like holographic. That's the first time they've ever done it.
All right, see what we got inside. Probably some of the similar stuff that you see in most ETBs. Booklet on how to play. The dice, which, to be honest, they're a little bit ugly. The brown dice are a little bit... This die is cool. What'd you call it? The poop brown dice is what Lorelei just called them. This die is pretty cool. I don't know if it's going to focus. But the other ones, I don't know if they should have gone with brown there. I don't know about the brown.
Maybe a gold would have been cool, but brown seems like...
Oh, V-Star marker. Okay, actually, this is kind of sick. I'm excited to see what the... Because a lot of people in the community always come up with like their own custom V-Star markers. I'm excited to see what people come up with for V-Stars. There we go. This is my first V-Star marker. I'll have one of those. Is this supposed to be anything?
No.
No, it's just trash?
No, it's trash.
Why does it break right there? Got our sleeves, Arceus sleeves with the Arceus on them. Oh. That's a poster? Oh, okay. I knew one of them was like a poster type thing. Oh, I got the energy pack, sick. So I can actually use the new energies. And then some dividers for your box. That's your thing if you're gonna use the box. Oh, they're actually pretty sick on the front, actually. Shiny. And then what we're all looking towards? 8 packs. Have people been getting extra packs in here?
I've got an extra pack in a couple of ETBs. Not of this set, but...
All right. How many gifted subs to keep Soda banned forever from Danny House? It wouldn't be very many, to be honest. You come up, you hit me with a number, and we'll talk about it. All right. So I also had some questions. We're out of questions here on Twitch. So if you guys have any more questions, use the freaking the channel points. But I asked, I put out a tweet, and then there was some stuff on the YouTube comments as well. But if you have any more questions here from anyone live in the chat, feel free to still put your questions in with the channel points. But let's see if I found. Let's see if I think most of the ones on Twitter were kind of troll, but I'll see if there's any good ones. Too risky over on Twitter was what got you into playing the TCG and what keeps you coming back to the game? What got me into the TCG is just me and my siblings had cards, and then when we moved to Boston, from New Mexico, there's a V in here. We met someone who just like also had Pokemon cards and also went to League. So then we started going to League. Like the League, it's funny how like League actually works for getting people into the game. Like we went to League, we started playing in like against other kids at the League, and then we started going to tournaments, and that's just kind of how I got into it. And what keeps me coming back, I'd say it's a mixture of a lot of things. I think prior to 2015, it was just that I had friends in the game, and that's why I kept playing. Or prior to 2016, but 2016 came around. Oh,
no. Tragedy.
Mimikyu number 2. But with 2016, like I was still playing in the tournament. Like I went to my initial tournament, big regional tournament, because friends were going there. Like I played, up to that point because I had friends in the game. I think more so than anything. If all my friends quit playing Pokemon, I don't think I would have kept playing Pokemon before 2016. But then 2016 happened, and then I won Orlando Regionals, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna take this like seriously as far as being like a competitor goes, and then go to all the tournaments. And then I got into doing content. Like I started streaming after Orlando Regionals, I'm pretty sure. And then I kept streaming from there. Then now it's just kind of, my friends, the combination of my friends, content, my overall enjoyment of the game, and then I guess the community in general is what keeps me in the game. Currently, oh, another character rare. The Guru hanging out. Was he at the beach? Where is he? Beach Guru. But yeah, a combination of a lot of things keep me in the game today, I feel like. But back in the day, before 2016, I think the only thing that kept me in the game was just... the only thing that kept me in the game prior to 2016 was just my friends in the game. It was like, if I didn't have friends in the game, then I wouldn't have kept playing for sure. But then I got more serious, and I met like that many more people when I got more serious into the game as well. Once I got more serious into the game, I met that's like that many more people in the game, and so on and so forth. So that's basically it. That's what keeps me coming back, is a mixture of a lot of things. From Mellow Magikarp, InSync, Backstreet Boys, 98 Degrees, or Boys to Men. What is 98? Have you ever heard of 98 Degrees? I have no idea what 98 Degrees is. And I know Boys to Men, but I don't actually
know a song by them.
I don't know.
Recognize the name.
I don't know any songs from Boys to Men, so I definitely go with InSync, I think, over Backstreet Boys. Do you have a preference of Backstreet Boys or InSync? Neutron asks, who would win one of every Pokemon or 1 billion lines? Definitely one of every Pokemon. I don't even think it would be close. Like, it's not like literally like, unless you're assuming the Pokemon can't use their abilities, but you literally have like Palkia and Dialga and stuff. So like, it's not close. It wouldn't be close at all. Like, it will not be close. So yeah, definitely the one of each Pokemon definitely win. I think that was, someone had a question about my coaching. Michael Rand, you launched a 5-hour training plan coaching package. What observations did you have about coaching sessions that led you to design this program, and what prerequisites would you expect of people before entering the training plan? So I made the training plan because it was almost just kind of like a way to like allow people to get access to more sessions for like a better price at my coaching. I was like, all right, if you're gonna commit to that many sessions and whatever, but like I definitely made the plan with the idea of, and I have another, I'm going to be coming out with more coaching plans in the future. One of them specifically will be like with the idea of preparing for a tournament or tournaments. But that coaching plan, which is basically like for anyone who's on like the newbier side of things a little bit, who's just kind of like dipping their toes into competitive and just learn how to play the game efficiently, is basically the idea behind it, more so than anything. And as far as what I expect of people who are entering it, prerequisites would just be, have a PTCGO account and then have access to a competitive deck is basically the only thing that you need. It's the only thing, basically, I would say requirement for any of my coaching stuff, not just like the training plan that I have set up over on my coaching, especially with coaching in chat, if you want to check it out. But yeah, just PTCGO account with a competitive deck. That's basically it. Swag asks, do you have a coach or mentor right now? Who do you learn from and why? I don't really have a coach or a mentor at all. I don't think I ever really have. There's like players that I like look up to, and like I'd always ask questions of players I knew who were better than me when I was kind of coming up in the game, but I didn't really ever have a I don't currently have like a coach or a mentor. I never really did, to be honest, but I would definitely always seek out players who were better than me, and I'd ask them questions and stuff, especially whenever I played up against them. Yeah, not really. If you weren't a pro Pokemon player, what would you be doing / want to do? Something in esports. I don't know what it would be, but something in esports for sure is something I'd want to be doing. I don't know what it would be. It could be anything. It could be from competing in a game to coaching to, I don't know, freaking just working on a management side of things. Just something in esports. Even just like working for one of the big production teams and just doing something. Just being involved in esports in some way, I think, is what I would want to be doing if I wasn't doing anything with Pokemon. Jagar asked me, if you shoot a gun in space, will the bullet stay the same speed, slow down, or speed up? I actually have no idea what would happen if you shot a gun in space. I'm sure someone in chat actually knows. I actually don't know. That's what Jagar asked, but I don't actually know the... I don't know the outcome of that. What is the outcome of that? If you shot a gun in space, what is the outcome? How do we get Soda unbanned? Soda will get unbanned eventually. Don't worry about it. From Grant. You have to re-ask me the question, Grant, because I already deleted the what's it called if I already deleted it. From JR, can you shred the FA berry? No, we will not shred the full art berry. Can I burn? We said GA, so you mean FA berry. No, we'll leave berry alone. Can we flip or rip the berry? I mean, at this point, there's no flipping to be done. It's all ripping. Can you eat the full art berry? If it was an actual berry, I would, but no, it's a berry, so we're not gonna eat it. From Evan, do you perform any rituals before regionals? Not really. No pre-tournament rituals. Just show up, try and eat some breakfast, bring my water bottle. Try and remember to bring my water bottle, and then play. What can TPCI in your mind? What can TPCI do in your mind to increase chances of people who live in small rural areas who have no leagues and no chance to earn CP to compete competitively in a league circuit? Cough me. I mean, they should just do something. Like, I think they should just do something with PTCG Live. Like, you should be able to earn championship points in some way through PTCG Live. Like, you just should be able to. Sub goal to play the full art berry in your Salt Lake City deck. We could see about that, Chip, to be honest. But yeah, they should just allow. You should just be able to earn CP through some way through PTCG Live. You just should be able to. Like, it's gonna get so many more people into the game if you can like start earning, you know, real competitive championship points through PTCG Live. Like, you go on there and you place top 32 or 64 in the ranked ladder for the month. You're like, oh, I get 1 CP. Oh shoot, I need more of these. I want more of these. How can I get more? And like, you figure out that can lead to your Worlds invite, and you're like, okay, well, if I place this, and this, if I go to a regional or start going to finding my way to League Cups or challenges, whatever. So that'd be a good start, I think. Like, not just for people who are in situations like you, Dylanzer, but just to get people involved in the competitive side of things for sure. Favorite smoked meat from Revenge. Favorite smoked meat. Wait, why'd the requests stop coming in? I think they stopped coming in. Or like 2 of them skipped. Oh no, it didn't. No, it didn't. Favorite smoked meat? Brisket. It's always brisket. It's always the best one.
I knew you were gonna say that.
You knew I was gonna. I mean, yeah. It is though.
You always talk about brisket.
It's good. Are you excited for the Moon Knight show coming up? Is that the one with Jon Snow? I think it is, right? That's the Moon Knight. I'm not overly excited for it, but I am going to watch it. I'm like, it's not something that I'm like overly excited for. Who wins in a fight, Boba Fett, the Mandalorian, or Greedent from H2? Well, if the Greedent can VMAX, I think Greedent would win. So if the Greedent can VMAX, I think Greedent wins. But I'm not sure, to be honest. From Grant, do I have a testing group for regionals lined up? People stare. Well, I'm always going to probably be testing as long as Caleb is playing in the game. I'm going to be testing with Caleb. But definitely a lot of our original testing team is not going to be playing the game anymore. So, testing group is not going to be playing the game anymore. So, definitely probably are going to be looking for some other people to regularly test with for major tournaments. But we'll see. What costume we wearing for Salt Lake City, frog or rat? Bro, I said if we ever get to when we get to 1,000 subs, I would wear the rat costume. The rat costume at what's it called? By Just Caleb. Well, me and him have just been playing together for so long now, and we're both still playing the game, so it makes sense for us to be playing. But we're the only two that are left. Oh, are you saying like why no one else? I mean, everyone else has kind of moved on from the game for the most part, who was like part of the original group. So, so basically the only main people who play anymore are just me and Caleb. Everyone else has kind of moved on from Pokemon for the most part, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, when we get to 1,000 subs, I will wear the rat costume at a major tournament. At least for one day, probably both days. I think I'd have to modify it though, because it'd be way too hot. So I'd have to like cut off the arms and cut off the legs. So it'd just be like the hat part and the chest part. Otherwise it'd be way too hot and I wouldn't be able to do it. No, the damn. All right, that is all of it. Those are all of our polls. Manaphy does not count as a poll. They were not great. No, Lorelai said my packs sucked. Is there a Pokemon you think should have a playable card in the TCG but doesn't never has? From Solace, not really. As long as they keep putting interesting and cool effects and attacks, whether it be abilities and stuff on cards, then like it doesn't really matter what Pokemon gets it, to be honest. Like to me it doesn't really matter too much. Like I don't really have a favorite Pokemon overall. Like I always say Shuppet. Like Shuppet's my favorite Pokemon, but like I don't care if it's like viable or not, to be honest. Like as long as they keep the game fun and cool and interesting, I don't care what Pokemon are the fun and cool and interesting ones. From Frank, I've started playing again a year ago and taking it more seriously, but I feel like I'm stuck in improvement right now. Would you do in this situation, grind through it or take a break of some sort or something else? I mean, I'd keep playing. I mean, I do offer coaching if that's something you're interested in, but if that's not something you're interested in, then you just got to keep playing and you just got to keep looking for your mistakes game to game and learn. The biggest thing to do is to learn how to find your mistakes. That's what you need to do, is learn how to find your mistakes. So that way when you make it, you can be like, oh wait, this was a mistake. I should have done this instead of this. And then you can actually do that, you know? So that's basically it. Can you leak who from TCG team is still playing? I mean, like I said, I think it's just me and Caleb at this point. What would make you run for president? I don't even know. What would make me run? I guess like the president would have to come to me, or like someone high up in like a political sense, or someone high up in politics has to come to me like, we want you to run for president, and then I would like consider it if they had like a good reason. Although I don't know what reason anyone would have to have me run for president. Who was the group I tested with? It was me, Caleb, Isaiah, Carter, Danny, and then Jimmy. Most of them aren't playing for, of course. Unfortunately, Jimmy passed away last year. Does winning at higher levels depend more on playing the game better or playing the person? I mean, playing the game, you have to first be able to play the game good. Playing the person only comes up sometimes, but you want to be able to do it all. You want to be able to do it all for sure. You gotta be able to do it all. That's why, like I always bring up, like Pokemon is a game with quite a bit of RNG. So you have to be able to like min-max every single like thing in the game, whether it be preparing for a tournament, picking the right deck list, making sure your play's on point, make sure you eat and drink enough so that doesn't, like, your mental doesn't get what's it called? Maybe have some caffeine. Like all those things matter. All those things matter. So you have to be able to do all those things. Wamu, if TPCI wanted your opinion on what cards should be reprinted, what would you tell them? Stamp, reset stamp, N, or admin. Okay, these were all our polls. It was all right. I mean, I can't complain. Once again, shout out to Pokemon for the free product. It's super sick of them. I always say it, that they're working with content creators, and, you know, giving them product early is super cool. It's super cool. We got a lot of RCSV at least. I got a couple more questions over on the YouTube channel I'm going to get to real fast. What card size deck was the biggest missed opportunity? Like it had all the pieces to be good, but couldn't make it work. I think the number one deck that I always bring up in this kind of situation is Gengar Prime. Like, I remember so many people thought Gengar Prime was going to be broken, like insanely broken, the only playable deck in the format. And people were even talking about quitting the game. They're like, this thing's going to be insane. It's going to be the only playable deck. I'm just going to quit. The game's not going to be fun anymore. And then it sucked. Like, it had all the pieces. Like, they printed so many things for it that you could use, but the deck just did not work. So definitely Gengar Prime, I think, is the number one for sure. Because everyone thought the deck was going to be absurdly good. Everyone thought Gengar Prime was going to be insane, and then it just wasn't at all. And there's been other decks. People in chat are mentioning Rayquaza. Like, Rayquaza had the pieces, but I don't think anyone was like as hype on Rayquaza VMAX like people were hype on Gengar Prime being broken. Like, everyone's like, oh, Rayquaza VMAX, it looks, oh, you combo with Flappy, that looks pretty good. We'll see if it's good. It should be good, and then it ended up being terrible. But Gengar Prime, everyone's like, oh my gosh, that's broken, insane. You can't, unbeatable. Can't win. If you had a chance to create 3 cards, a Pokemon, a trainer card, and a special energy, which new attack ability effect would they have? I have no idea. A new trainer card would just be, just call it B, and it would literally just be an N reprint. The new trainer would just be called B, and the effect would be literally N. A Pokemon? Actually, for a while, I had talked about a Pokemon with an ability like Orbeetles, and then Orbeetle actually came out. So that was like the Pokemon that I was always, like, whenever I like mentioned like a Pokemon that I would like to see some cool ability to have, it would actually have been Orbeetle, but then Orbeetle came out. For a Pokemon, I don't know, really, to be honest. Special Energy was the last one. Special Energy, what would be a cool Special Energy? I don't know, they've done so many things with all of them. It's hard for me to come up with a new effect for a Special Energy card as well. Pokemon stuff one too, like what kind of attack? Some kind of spread attack for sure. I'd like to see a new cool spread attack, because spread has been struggling for a while. So it'd be cool to see something powerful enough to compete with other stuff in spread. I used to love playing Weezing, so something with some kind of spread deck for sure. Some kind of spread Pokemon. I couldn't tell you exactly what the attack should be or would be, but something with spread for sure would be pretty sick. Favorite format you've played? How come? I don't know, any of the old, any format that is not the current format. I always say my favorite format is the next format, but this is the favorite format you've ever played. So pretty much any old format, to be honest, is like my favorite format that I played. Any format that is not the current format. We'll probably go back before that a little bit, like pre 2019. Any format before 2019 is like my favorite format that I played before, because it's just fun to go back and play Pokemon in a different way in that sense. For sure. All right, I think that was all the good questions on the YouTube channel. Reset stamp reprint, good or bad for the game? Reset stamp could definitely be annoying in the way that you can like reset stamp plus boss or reset stamp plus research and so on, but I think reset stamp, even if N would be a better card for the format, I still think reset stamp would be better in the format than no reset stamp or N. So I still think reset stamp should be in the format, to be honest. Like, I think it'd be better to have reset stamp in the format than not. Even if N maybe would be a little bit better of a fit, I think it would be better to have one of them than none of them. So I would still pick reset stamp to be in the format overall. Even if N would be a little bit better of a fit, we should still have one of them. All right,